A grieving mother says she is seeking justice. Her son was killed by Westminster Police in 2018.
And the police department claims he had a knife, but the family claims a knife was nowhere near the scene when he was shot.
Denver 7's Gary Brode spoke with the mother, who is now taking legal action against the city.
He had this contagious laugh that... Sorry.
Sabrina Cortrell remembers the last time she spoke to her son, Timmy Henley.
He had the best hair, my son, so I told him, Timmy, flick your hair and let me get some pictures of you. And I'm so glad I have those pictures now.
That conversation was 4 days before Henley was shot by police. This video was taken by a neighbor just after the shooting.
Who thinks that their child's going to be shot by police? Devastating. I mean, not a day, not an hour goes by that I don't cry for my son.
Police were called out twice on September 4th, 2018. Officers first arrived to the Environs apartment just after 10 that morning. According to court documents, it shows that Henley was standing on top of his truck, refusing to get down because he said dogs were chasing him. There were no dogs. Eventually, Henley came down, telling officers he had taken cocaine and believed it had been laced, and he must have been hallucinating. Henley was checked by medics, and officers then let him go. Less than 3 hours later, Westminster PD was back, and at 1:04 that afternoon, Henley was shot and killed by officers.
It's just devastation to lose a child.
Westminster Police said when officers arrived, Henley charged at them with a knife. Henley's family is now suing the city, claiming the only knife found at the scene was on the floor inside the apartment Henley came out of.
The city continues to be resistant to having body cameras on their officers.
The family's lawyer, Luke McConnell, says this investigation could have more clarity if the department used body cams.
It would have prevented what has happened, which is the officers saying something that can't be true.
Westminster PD would not comment on the lawsuit, but they did say the officers involved were cleared by an independent investigation and the district attorney. They also said the chief is still evaluating whether or not to implement a body cam program. Gary Brode, Denver 7.